Welcome everybody to Mooch's Reviews, and today we are doing a game called Inside. Now everybody knows this is no secret, okay? Mooch is not a fan of indie games. But this is not your typical indie game. This is not about getting wrapped up in nostalgia or your favoritism for your favorite old school indie. This is a game made by Playdead that really hits a home run, and it's really truly a game for all types of gamers, whether you're an indie fan or not. And I'll get a little bit into why I feel that way in this review. Inside is a creepy, eerie, and bone-chilling experience to be played at night. That's my opinion. You can play it whenever you want, but when you play it at night, it just seems like that's just the way that the narrative, if you'll take that with a grain of salt, there actually is no words, but the way the narrative of the actual direction of the story and the gameplay take you. The game has a way of telling you a story without saying one word. Let's start at the beginning. If you've played Limbo, you're already familiar with the mechanics and gameplay. But much like Limbo, some puzzles and secrets I found you had to play the game a few times to find everything out. So many people have said to me that there's no replay to this game, and I beg to differ. There's many ways to play this game. There's the fast and oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. There's the let me stop and think about this for a second. And then there's just puzzles that you're like, I didn't even know that was there. There's different ways to play this game, and you're gonna have to play it at least twice. At least twice. I recommend playing it at least 3 times. And if you need to have guides to help you, so be it. But if you're not doing guides, you're gonna need to play this thing at least 2 or 3 times, easily. The way the boy in the red shirt, if you'll categorize him that way, moves around the world gives a realistic feel, and the sound is stellar. The environment is created to make you feel each step you take, and each step may be your very last. The deaths that you incur are violent and at times horrifying, but each puzzle you complete also comes with a satisfaction that is second to none. The frame rate and graphics are superb, but let's talk a little bit more about the indie genre. We've already discussed and we already know I'm not an indie guy. That's just the way it is. Never have been, probably never will be. But every so often, a game comes along that hits that void. The void that you haven't gotten from your typical shooter or RPG. Inside is that game for me. I played alongside with my family, and we enjoyed every aspect of this game. The puzzles, the oh my god situations, the cheering where you're like, oh my god, you did do that. You jumped over that puzzle. You've made it past the situation. You never thought you could even get past that situation. Each time something happened to the boy with the red shirt, it was frustrating, it was happy, it was sad, it was all emotions all bundled into one. And that's what makes this game something special. In my time gaming, not many games are able to get an audience's attention, especially in indies this generation. Usually simulate that 8 to 16-bit scroller that mimicked the 1990s. This game is a side-scroller, but it has 2016 look and feel written all over it. Now, the only thing I would say is, besides the puzzles being amazing, love the puzzles, love the aspect of it, love the graphic and art design, the one thing that I'd have to say was not really my cup of tea, and that was the ending. The ending of this game is where someone like me who doesn't have an artistic side gets a little annoyed. The one thing everyone likes in life is completion. Think about it in any scenario that you're living in your own life. When you started high school, you wanted to finish it. You started college, you wanted to finish it. Heck, if you even get a meal that's too big, you kind of feel like you got to take that last bite. You just want to finish it. And the same thing goes for my video games. I want my video game to do an ending too. I want an ending to be there. This was a cliffhanger with an ending you're supposed to envision in your mind. Myself personally, I prefer a bad ending than no ending at all. But that being said, this is a puzzle platformer that delivers, and I think everyone should experience this game. Mooch gives Inside an 8 out of 10, and I encourage you to experience a game like this, which comes around every few years, if not even further than that. This game has a tremendous amount of potential. People ask me all the time, is this a game that does and warrants $20? Well, I don't know. I mean, that's really up to you. I thought that it would be worth $20. Some others don't. Maybe wait for it to go on sale. Regardless of how you get the experience to play Inside, I definitely recommend you do. We'll say this again. Pros, are definitely the puzzles, the artistic ability that Playdead put into it, things like that I just haven't experienced since Limbo, which was their own title as well. But things that I didn't care for were the ending, and maybe sometimes what I liked about the graphic and the art design, that's giving the artist a little too much acknowledgement. I didn't really care for the end of this. I mean, I can't do any spoilers on this review. I've done enough on my podcasts. But to be honest with you, I recommend everyone to try this game, play it, enjoy it, pass the word on. And I want to do a special thanks here to Playdead for the review copy, because this is my first official review copy. Every other game I've done reviews on, I've actually had to purchase or won in a actual online sweepstakes. But hey, hashtag mooching. That's the way it is. Want to say thank you to everybody again, and thanks to my subscribers who keep coming back day after day for either content or podcasts. Without you, there's no Mooch. We appreciate it, and stay tuned. There's more Mooch reviews to come.